Yeah, but Saturday with the huge
Outfielders
crowd.
love to do that.
First baseman.
First baseman this time. Wow.
Yeah.
They like to sell it. You know,
He sold it.
10 seconds. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Lugnuts Extra Innings. I'm Seth Wells, joined by Jesse Goldberg-Strassler and Adam Jaksa. We had a heck of a series this week. We had 2 games. We kind of start off on the bad side of Peoria, lost 2 in a row, but 3 of the last 4 to earn a series split. What did you guys see from the Lugnuts this week?
Well, we saw a tightly contested series. Adam, each one of these games was going right down to the end.
Yeah, it was super compelling for everybody to watch. I mean, 2 one-run losses early in the series, so you knew there was a chance the Lugnuts would come back. And then the one-run games just kept coming. Crazy enough, the only non-one-run game was a walk-off winner on Saturday because there was a runner on base when the home run was hit. So it was a great series.
And not only was it great baseball, great crowds. I mean, I saw Jesse post on Twitter, and I was like, we got to talk about this. The attendance, especially the later part of the week, the last 4 games or so.
Yeah, we went into this homestand going, oh, we got some good nights. We got 90s night. That's going to be great. We've got Star Wars night. That's going to be great. Rush night with Cooper Rush and the tribute to the band Rush, and Father's Day. So we knew that just on paper, these are going to be big nights. And they were really big nights in terms of the crowd and the energy.
We've talked about it. I feel like the Lugnuts need to wear specialty uniforms every night because whenever they wear specialty uniforms, they have late rallies and they always find a way to win.
So let's go right into Saturday, right?
Okay.
Saturday, over 8,000 people in attendance and a great game. Going to the bottom of the 10th inning, Brian Buelba steps up. And the Lugnuts have not had a walk-off homer since last 4th of July, Tyler Soderstrom in front of the biggest crowd of the year. And there was Brian stepping up to home plate. There's 1 out, potential game-winning run at third base, and he decided to drive himself in as well.
Oh, he clobbered that. He clobbered that. Was that over? Oh, yeah.
Over everything.
Over everything.
Everything.
Over everything. Yeah, we're watching it in the studio here as we're showing it to you on Lugnuts Extra Innings. That was a big hit. He got every bit of that.
This is a guy with big power, big-time major league ability, and you get to see he's not that tall. He's about 5'10", 5'11", but just what he can do to a baseball, and then that kind of celebration in front of this kind of crowd. That is our 7th walk-off win already this year.
Well, you know, I've worked in minor league baseball. You always love when you have an exciting ending when you have some of your biggest crowds, because the worst thing you can do is have thousands of people. Maybe they're testing it out for the first time, right? I'm going to go to my first Lugnuts game. You don't want to lose 1-0 when you have a bunch of people in attendance. So you have a finish like that, a fantastic end to the week. And well, obviously you had Sunday's game as well, but Saturday's game with that gigantic crowd. And you had another highlight that you wanted to show me because of the end of it.
Yes, okay. So here's one highlight of the week, Brian Buelba winning the game. Dramatic.
Yeah.
This is going to end dramatically too, but it's going to start as a pop-up. So Danny Batista Jr. is at first base. This should be the pitcher's ball. But Danny Batista Jr. decides he's going to call for it, which makes the catch more difficult, but finish it with the somersault.
There you go. Do you think he called it? You see the pitcher kind of step out of the way.
Called it at the last second there.
Called it at the last second. Caught it at the last second as well, and then made sure everybody knew, I got it.
Style and grace. And of course, that's the final out of the inning, so everybody gets to run off the field with a big smile on their face.
You weren't kidding. He really did stick the landing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really see pitchers field the pop-ups in the infield very often, and you see why. That's an athlete.
I'm sorry, that's the pitcher's ball, though.
That is the pitcher's
could
ball.
have caught that, and everyone could have read the newspaper.
Yeah, that's true. I'll give you that. Still a wonderful catch. We had a major league debut for the ages. I'm a former Lugnut. When he happened, I watched it. I always catch up on a lot of the MLB games. I didn't even know it was a former Lugnut until you pointed it out. Samad Taylor.
Yeah, history was tailor-made against the Angels.
It really was. He played for the Lugnuts in 2018, and how cool that his first at-bat, that he gets a hit, goes over Mike Trout's head, off the center field wall, and the Angels the Royals are able to walk it off. Pretty darn cool.
Yeah, I saw the celebration afterwards. He was rightfully so very, very excited after his first hit.
Hang on, that ball was, that far away from being a walk-off home
Yeah,
run?
also that.
It's a single.
Yeah.
But they beat the Angels 10-9, and then Bobby Witt Jr., the great young Royals star, rushes out to center field in order to get him the baseball.
It's pretty cool. And obviously, I'll have that for the rest of his life. And
Fifth Lugnut to make the Major League debut this year, 178th all-time. We just keep on trucking. All of these Lugnuts, Samad from 2018, so does not matter which year. We've had guys from 2022, from 2021, just making the major leagues and making a major league impact.
yeah, it's been impressive. And 2018, that was the first year I covered the Lugnuts when I moved to Lansing, so a little heartfelt for me as well. We have 2 straight weeks, though, where the Lugnuts, unfortunately, you can't see them at Jackson Field because they're on the road 2 straight weeks.
You want me to bring you back any cheese curds from Appleton, Wisconsin?
I have never said no to cheese curds in my life.
We can bring you a loon from Midland, too, if you'd like.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, next Lugnuts
Stick with the
home
cheese
game.
curds for now.
If you don't have plans already for the 4th of July, that's the next day that the Lugnuts are home.
There you go. Fantastic plans. I'm sure that there's fireworks on the 4th of July. It's not a day game, is it?
We figure
Double
you feel
whammy.
like some fireworks on
Double
4th of
whammy
July?
of fireworks. You got the city fireworks, and then you got the Lugnut fireworks. Sometimes they go on during the game. Sometimes they go on similar times.
It's Sandlot.
Yeah, I was about to say one of my favorite memories since I moved to Lansing was the Sandlot type game. Do you remember what year was that? I can't remember.
Here's the problem. It's been every year.
It's been every year.
Even
Okay.
last year we're going pitch clock. There's no way we'll still be playing baseball when the fireworks go off. Oh no, it was our longest game of the year.
It was meant to be.
Yes.
It was meant to be. And you know what? It is a pretty cool scene when you have the fireworks going off and they're still playing and you can hear them, you can see them, but the game's still happening as well.
And it's the largest crowd anywhere in high A, just across minor league baseball. We bring in crowds on the 4th of July, which are amazing. That is the pinnacle of the summer.
Yeah, and if the crowds from this week are any precursor, it could be a massive crowd on the 4th of July. We always thank Jesse and Adam for joining us here on the Lugnuts Extra Innings, and we're looking forward to next week when you guys hopefully come back from Wisconsin with 6 more wins.
Yeah. With Taylor, we do our pump up in the middle, but Seth, this is your show, pinch hitting.
Yep. We're going to sign off, and as always, go nuts.